Hope you guys had a great weekend. In this video, I want to go in very in-depth on the stocks that I am watching for this week. And this month, I got a ton of great setups for the month of February as well as this week. We got a lot of shares plays, option plays, long-term plays, short plays, and day trades, and all of that. So I'll be going in very in-depth in this video. So make sure to watch the whole video. And let's get started on the stocks that I am watching. Now, the first thing that I want to take a look at for this week and the overall month of February is the earnings calendar. We have a lot of earnings this week. Okay, we got this week and the next week we got a lot more. So we got SoFi. Starting off, we got AMD, Microsoft on Tuesday, Google, Starbucks, massive tech earnings on Tuesday. We got Pfizer, GM, UPS. So pretty much the top blue chip companies are reporting earnings. On Wednesday, we have Boeing, we got MasterCard, we got Qualcomm on Wednesday, and then on Thursday, we got the big dogs, Amazon, Apple, and Meta reporting on Thursday after hours. And then on Friday, we got oil reporting before market open. So we got a ton of great setups this week. So expect some volatility, especially for stocks like Apple and Amazon and Meta. They're going to be big movers after market. So just be aware of this earnings calendar as well as into next week. Now, we also got a lot going on economically. We got the economic calendar here. On Wednesday, we have the FOMC statement and the Fed interest rate decision and the FOMC press conference. So Wednesday is going to be a very volatile day. Couple hours before market closes on Wednesday is going to be very volatile. So if you're holding any short-term options, just be aware of this volatility. On Friday, we have unemployment rate, but pretty much most of the concern is on Wednesday going on. And then around February 10th, February 9th, we're going to have our inflation numbers, but pretty much Wednesday is going to be mostly the concern for the economic calendar. Now let's go over the stocks that I'm watching. We got a lot of great setups. We got a bunch of setups, so make sure you take a look at the whole video. But the first stock and the overall, I want to get started is with the overall market. So we have the S&P 500, the SPY right now, finally breaking all-time highs. Okay, we are sitting at all-time highs right now. Overall, in a bull market, we broke out of the downtrend and we consolidated. Then we broke out. We consolidated. We broke out. We consolidated. We broke out, and now we are consolidating again. So if you guys have been watching me for months and months now, again, we are aware of this pattern where we are now kind of just trading sideways. Now, personally, I think we're just going to trade sideways until we have the earnings. I think the deciding factor for either we go up or go down is going to be based on the earnings that is happening on Thursday on Amazon and Meta and Apple. So I think these are going to be the deciding factors because pretty much we're just waiting on the earnings now. Tesla had some pretty bad earnings and it brought tech down, but I think the deciding factor is going to be on the earnings. So I will personally wait out until the big blue chip companies report earnings. Now, the overall trend is to the upside. We kind of had this consolidation going on, but my previous level right here, great buy zone at 474, but pretty much if we take a look at the daily time frame, we could see some consolidation going on here for the SPY. So some potential consolidation, but nothing crazy. Really, overall, we have the trend to the upside and no sign of going down unless we get some bad earnings. Now, let's talk about the first play that I am already in. So I am in RIVN shares, ticker symbol RIVN. I'm loving RIVN here for a shares play sitting at the level of support, which is $15.49. So we're really hanging on to this level of support. The support is going to be really the stop loss closed below around $14.50. But we could see that this is an amazing level of support. This was also a previous level of resistance, but we have respected this level a lot of times, and I just really like the risk to reward here, especially for shares. And then I can also take a look at the RSI, which the indicator is telling us that the stock is oversold. So another great indicator on the RSI. Let's take a peek at the volume. The volume is looking decent, nothing crazy, but the basic idea is buying off of this level of support and where it's really the lowest it has ever been. So we're buying the low and hopefully we can sell the high once it starts running up. So loving the risk to reward on RIVN, just straight up shares going on. Now the next play we have is a options play. Okay, we haven't had an options play in a while. I think we took a 2-week break on options. So I want to get back into options and trade SE. I'm really loving SE right here. Ticker symbol SE. Let's take a look at the overall trend. Okay, we're taking a look at the bigger time frame. We had this massive downtrend, and we are bottoming out on the daily time frame. We have bottomed out on the daily time frame, and now we have this descending triangle formation where we are looking to break the downtrend breakout on the daily time frame. Now if we zoom in a little bit over here, I really love what is going on here with the price action. Take a look at these 3 candles. We have really respected this level, so I want to buy in calls. I want to buy in 2 to 3 weeks out calls for SE, and my stop loss is going to be the close below $39, and then we have the breakout at $40, so we are bullish above $40. So I'm really loving this play. And I want to enter in calls right around market open, above $40. My price target is $42. We also have this nice gap to the upside, so $45 as our price target. So I want to grab around 2 to 3 weeks out and then sell before earnings. I'm absolutely loving this play, and I want to buy and call options right around market open. You guys can click the link in the description to join the Discord where you guys can see my live buy and sell alerts. So my first play that I am looking at. Next we have Airbnb. Now I'm thinking about maybe doing a shares play on Airbnb. So Airbnb looks very interesting. Okay, I want to take a look at the bigger time frame first. Let's take a look at the weekly time frame. We have the overall downtrend, and then we have a ascending triangle going on. And then we also have a downtrend breakout going on the weekly time frame. So we have a downtrend breakout and we have a ascending triangle consolidation. And then if we go on the daily time frame, we also have an amazing inverse head and shoulder. So we have a left shoulder, we have a head, and we have a right shoulder. And we can see that we are at this solid level. Okay, amazing level above $155, which is mentally and also an amazing number. So above $155. So my debate is, okay, do I buy call options or do I play shares? Now this reminds me a lot like the setup on Nvidia. Okay, Nvidia had a massive ascending triangle setup on the daily time frame and a weekly time frame. It ran up around 200%. We made it ran out above 23%. It had an amazing breakout. We made a whole video on it, and Airbnb reminds me just like that, but even better because it has been consolidating since for more than a year. So I really love this setup, but I want to play shares. And then I want to have my stop loss below $155. So as long as if we are bullish and we are above $155, we are looking good. Now we also have earnings coming up, so that is a little bit of a risk, but it doesn't really move on earnings. So I might play shares right at a market open. We are bullish as long as if we are above $150. However, if earnings are red, we can for sure come back down. But I just really love this setup. Okay, I absolutely love the risk to reward, and I absolutely love the setup on Airbnb on the weekly and the daily time frame. So the next stock that I am looking at is PNR. Okay, PNR. And PNR has a very nice ascending triangle setup. It has earnings coming up, and I want to play this breakout. So this is more of a day trade type of trade for PNR. If we take a look at its previous earnings, it really doesn't move on earnings. But I'm taking a look at PNR for a nice day trade above $72, above $73. So go to TradingView and chart this level out. If we drop, I want to play calls at the support, but this is going to be like a really nice day trade. Let's take a look at the bigger time frame. Bigger time frame looks really nice, ascending triangle breakout, and then the price target all-time highs. looking very, very good for PNR. An amazing setup that I am watching for this week. The next stock that we have is ticker symbol HUN, which is going to be a shares play. So we have this nice falling wedge for HUN. Kind of reminds me of the setup on Macy's. We had a very nice 100% gainer on Macy's stock, but HUN is looking incredible. Take a look at the weekly time frame first. It has this pattern of, going down and then spiking up, going down, spiking up, going down, and spiking up. And now we also have this falling wedge pattern going on. And then we also have this support for HUN. So we have this solid falling wedge breakout. And, we want to be above $25 for it to be bullish, but I want to play shares on HUN. I'm watching. I'll keep you guys updated on the Discord. So obviously we have PayPal, long-term shares. Again, this is a long-term equity shares play on PayPal. We have this amazing monthly time frame for PayPal with a falling wedge breakout. This is a long-term play, 1 year out, and I want to do a capital gains tax on it. So I want to sell it exactly at 1 year, so that I can have that capital gains taxed benefit for PayPal. Again, it's a low, we have a falling wedge breakout, and we're simply buying low and selling high for PayPal. Next, we have Bitcoin, another one of my long terms. Again, I'm very, very long-term bullish on Bitcoin. Going to be making at least $1 million just from Bitcoin in like 10 years. So I'm very, very bullish on Bitcoin, and I'm always going to be bullish on Bitcoin. So a great time to accumulate more, especially since we are trading sideways. We are setting up for a move to the upside. So if you guys have not already, Bitcoin is my biggest position. Bitcoin is a great buy. The next stock that I'm looking at is ticker symbol BFH with a very nice setup. Okay, with a very nice setup. So I'm taking a look at a incredible setup. Really reminds me of the setup on Macy's stock. So the overall setup is, okay, we have this support since 2003, since 2009, and we have hit this level, 2020. This is a massive level of support. I'm talking about lifetime buying opportunity for this stock. So I want to buy in at this level. We're buying low and we're selling high, and our probability is on point. Okay, the chances of it going lower is a lot lower than it's going higher. And not only that, we also have this very nice symmetrical triangle setup on BFH. So I want to do a shares play, more of a long-term equity type play, kind of like Macy's, but I just really love the risk to reward for BFH. The next stock that I am looking at is JRVR with a consolidation pattern on the daily time frame. So let's take a look at this setup on the weekly time frame. Pretty much it's at its lowest. But it is trading sideways and consolidating on the daily time frame. So the stop loss is going to be $8.21. And honestly, I'm just going to wait, and I'm going to set a alert on $8.20, and I want to buy in here. So that could be a nice 18% gain on shares. So I'm just going to wait, and if it drops below, I'll be buying shares at $8.21. Okay, we got a lot of setups, man. Okay. Next stock we got is QFIN. Another incredible setup. It is going to be a shares play, but we have this descending triangle. We want to buy low. We want to sell high. The risk to reward is looking nice. Stop loss below $13.80. Pretty simple, very simple. I want to move on with this video. We got a ton of great setups. This video is 13 minutes long so far, but QFIN looks incredible. It is getting extremely tight, and the risk to reward is amazing. The stop loss, this level is also been trading between, since 2020, so the COVID pandemic. Pretty simple, buy low, sell high with shares. Next, we have a setup on HON, okay, Honeywell International. So we have this downtrend breakout going on, and I'm looking at a option plays, potentially options, or I might just do shares, but we have this nice downtrend breakout going on. We are bullish above the resistance, which is around $208. So pretty simple. The best probability is buying the low. Again, the best probability is buying the low, but if you want to play the breakout, you can do that. Next, we have another setup on PXD. Okay, we have another setup on PXD, Pioneer Natural Resources. So we have this nice symmetrical triangle setup. It is kind of sitting on the low right now, so great buy. Nice price target above, so price target, nice 10% on the resistance and potentially even 20% on our next target. But I love the setup on PXD for shares. Okay, great play for shares. Next, we have CNH, another downtrend breakout. And if we take a look at the overall time frame on the weekly time frame, let's go to the monthly time frame. We can see that we have been trading sideways between these zones forever, since 2005, since 2003. So potentially downtrend breakout, or you can wait it out and buy at the low for CNHI. Last but not least, we got a setup on VAL with a symmetrical triangle setup. I'm looking at potentially a options play, but I kind of don't like the price action, but I'm just going to be watching this play for this week. Overall, hope you guys enjoyed this video. We had a ton of setups, amazing setups, and I did this from the high to the low. So the first setups that I alerted are the plays that I'm actually playing, and I did it from an order. So RIVN is going to be, I'm already in RIVN, and then SE, I want to play this, Airbnb, PNR, so kind of like that. I'll keep you guys updated on Discord. If you guys haven't that not already, make sure to join the Discord for the small account challenge. We added a new update on options, order flow, and all of that. A lot more updates coming soon. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and see you guys tomorrow right at market open in the Discord.